Hello, this is Mr. Doty, and I think I'm recording. We're going to try this. You should be looking at the hand wheel assignment, 12.32, offset hand wheel. And this is one of my examples that I've got for the assignment. And what I wanted to show you was how I draw it is I draw a line from the middle of this upper part of the hub to the bottom quadrant, that's the midpoint right there, to the bottom quadrant of this circle, which is the outside of your wheel. And basically what I do is kind of use this and the midpoint, if I remember correctly, what I draw my arcs off of. And you have to go back and look at this like this is basic drafting, okay? You're trying to find the center of something that so here's what we got to do. We draw us a radius of 1.875 or 75, and we draw us an arc from here for one. We're to copy it from there to the line, and then obviously there's going to be one from here. So basically I drew a 1.1875 radius from here. I drew one from here, and then I drew one from the middle of my line that I drew from here to here. And you'll notice that if I were to take and pick my center line, that the centers line up on these intersections, okay? Well, once you have that, then all you have to do is offset this arc that you end up creating. Well, actually, first of all, you have to draw a circle from this intersection at 1.1875, and then one from down here, the same distance, 1.1875 radius, and that'll create this shape once you trim it out. Basically, all you have to do is offset this center line here out half your distance, which, if I remember right, is the whole thing is 3/8 of an inch. So half of 3/8 is 3/16. You just double the bottom, and that's how you cut a fraction in half. So it's 3/16 from here to here, 3/16 from here to here. And that's basically how I get it. Now, there is technically a fillet here, and what you have to do is you have to go into your fillet command. Some people put the fillet in, some people don't. And the radius is 0.125 down here. And what I do is I tell it under trim, which is one of your options down here at the bottom. You click on trim and you tell it to don't trim, which is what I have mine set to. And so what I do is when you pick this guy and this guy, it won't do it. But for some reason, let's see what I'm doing here. Okay, we got that. Set to no trim, radius is 1.125. Now the problem here is a circle doesn't like to do a fillet. Yeah. So the problem there is to do that one, which we'll do that one in a minute. Let's go down here. So what I was trying to say is if you go in fillet and you set it to no trim, then what it'll do is it'll do this right here. And if I was on the right layer, which I'm not, then there we go. Then I could just trim it up here, and you're saying, well, why didn't you just go ahead and trim it? Well, it would have cut this line out, and that would have given me issues because I need that line in there. So then if you were to put this fillet in over here, you can do the same thing. And of course, I did the same thing again. Didn't change my layer, but that's okay. And then you can trim it out like so. And so it would look like this because you can hatch this, which if I were to turn my hatch layer back on, oh, okay, well, this one didn't have hatch. Okay, well, the thing is, you do not section a web or a spoke, which is what this is. This is a spoke. Sorry. Uh, let's see. What else? So you would hatch this up here. So I could go to my hatch layer, let's say, and then I would go over here to my hatch command, and I could right here, and close hatch. Now, you're probably saying, well, what are these hidden lines? These are threads. Now, you guys haven't had threads, or you may not have had threads, and therefore, you may not know that that's what you're supposed to do. But basically, this is the inside of the hole, where it's the top of the thread on the inside, and then this is the. Why would you not draw it solid? Well, because that's the representation for a simplified thread, and that's just what it is. So, all right, now, hopefully you understand that you're supposed to draw a line from here to here, and then you can delete it when you're done, and what you end up with. And I just copied this over from the original. The original's over there. See, it has hatch on it too. So, and this is what you should end up with. You should end up with an oval shaped or an ellipse shape over here. And, this is for the most part right. I left my line. I guess I should go delete them out so they look better. But anyway, that is kind of what it is. Now, I'm not sure why that's 1.13375. Oh, yeah, dude. So this right here, the reason that it's a different radius is because this is for the center line, okay? So hopefully that makes a little more sense. Now, when you dimension it, you'll probably put a dimension on this guy and this guy instead, which is fine. And you'll notice that I joined the two together. See, I didn't join these two, but I did join these two together. And then, oh, I didn't finish what I was talking about as far as the fillets go. Up here, what you'd have to do, let me go on the right layer real quick. You remember how that you can do a tangent radius? So what you would do is you do tangent radius, or TTR. Your radius is 0.125, and then you would just have to do your trimming. So this is how you get around making this work, because circles don't like to play well when it comes to trying to put a fillet in. So here we go, trim, trim, and there's that. So now, technically, that's what it's supposed to look like, because you have fillets where you have intersections like that makes it stronger. Because that would be like a weld, or, well, it would be a fillet, because that would be cast anyway. All right, well, that's really all I have for you, and hopefully this little video will help explain it a little bit better, and we'll kind of go from there. Have fun, and we'll catch up with you later.